Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler Renfro. I'm the team leader, business coach, trainer at Keller Williams Space Coast Realty. This is Waylon Duff. And Waylon joined our company about 6 months ago. And that's amazing because you moved in the middle of a pandemic, which some people might
Literally.
ask, yeah. So some people might ask, why would you do that? But here you are. And what's happened is your business has gone up 483% in the last 6 months. I think it's
Which crazy thing is, I didn't even know until you told me. I knew I was doing well, but when you told me that, I'm like, oh, your numbers got to be off a little bit, but guess
yeah.
not.
But I thought, your business blew up and I thought it was somewhere probably up 200% or something. But I remember seeing that number,
Yeah,
483%. I was like, oh my gosh, wow.
yeah, right.
So that's why we're doing this. And let me ask you, what were the contributing factors since you joined Keller Williams Space Coast that have caused your business to explode?
Well, there's a few of them, but I think the main ones are two main things. One, I have a broker who is almost always available. If he's not, he's right back with me. And he says it to me all the time. I think he wants to drill it in my head. But Howard says, Waylon, I don't work. I'm sorry. He says, Waylon, you don't work for me, but I work for you. And that's huge. Having a broker that's non-competing, that is pushing you and encouraging you to be better and to be the best and to understand and to represent your customers with integrity and all the skills that are needed to be able to not just get a house under contract, but to negotiate that contract so your customers got a fair shake. So that has been huge. And the second
Awesome.
thing that is, I would probably say just as equal, is reading the Million Dollar Real Estate Agent, MREA. And it has been phenomenal. I'm not much of a reader, but I could not put that book down. And it has been phenomenal being able to go through that book and understand different skills that have been laid out and proven time after time after time by not just Keller Williams real estate agents, but of course there's a lot to it because you get a lot more technology behind it, but by agents across the world. And that definitely, it changed my life. It changed my family's life. And like you said, during the middle of the pandemic, I moved over because I needed to sell more houses. I had another job as well, and it wasn't doing so well with the pandemic, and it's still not. But
Yeah.
thank
So
God I was. Go
yeah.
ahead.
So let me ask you a little bit about that. So you had another business on the side. Pandemic
Yes,
kind of shoved that a little bit.
almost
So
wiped it
you
out.
started
Yes.
up, yeah. So you started up real estate, and so my guess is that a lot of your business has been from your sphere of influence. So here's my question: what was it from this book, MREA?
Hmm.
What was it from this that gave you the systems, the models that
Yeah.
you implemented into your business that helped you to work and maximize that database?
Well, the book is a treasure trove for sure. So
Yeah.
I'll dial it down to one thing particularly. And Keller Williams, they're good at putting things on one thing. And I've been a real estate agent for, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 years now. And, I sold houses. There's no question about that. But when I read MREA, the one thing that I got out of it the most was my database. It's
Hmm.
so obvious. It really is. But just drilling it into your head, being like, this is where you're gonna get your referrals and your leads and what have you. And I worked that so hard. I would say, in fact, I really need to get back to it. Is the holidays come and what have you. But the one thing that really helped me back in April when things were in a slump was follow along that the guide that MREA gives and literally just picking up the phone and just calling everyone be like, hey, what's up? How are you? How's the pandemic affecting you? How are the kids? Are you canceling vacation or what's going on with the school for the kids or what have you? And I didn't even have to talk about real estate, but eventually it came back to, what are you up to, Waylon? I'm assuming that your other job isn't doing well because of the industry that it's in. And I'm like, no, it's not, but I'm selling houses and things are going well. If you ever in need of any real estate needs, I'd love to help you. And most of them said no, they didn't need anything, but you never know. And many of them did. I remember on one day I sold $1.6 million in one day.
That's
And that
awesome.
was more than I sold all last year combined. So
That's
anyways, it's
awesome.
been a good year, and the technology that Keller Williams provides is not found anywhere else.
That's great. Yeah, that's really awesome, Waylon. And one thing that I know is that if I try, I only know one language, But let's say I wanted to learn Spanish. The fastest way I know that I'm going to be able to learn that language is if I go to a foreign country and that's the only language that people speak. And the reason for that is because I'd have no choice but to speak the language, and everyone that I was hanging out with would be speaking the language, and I'd
Right.
speak faster, learn
Yeah.
faster, speak better, and it'd become a part of who I am. So this is like that, right? Where you're hanging out with, you're speaking with Spanish speaking people. So when you're spending time with a company that speaks this language is going to be
Yes.
ingrained into your mind, ingrained into your practice, right?
It really is. And I think as especially newer realtors or realtors who are kind of stuck in their career, which I was definitely stuck, and it was my fault. It wasn't anyone else's fault. It was mine. Um, but I think it's dangerous to become a realtor and just get stuck in playing realtor and not selling houses, not
Mm-hmm.
helping people be able to purchase and what have you. So the motivation that Keller Williams provides is I haven't found elsewhere. And it's been great for my family. I got two little girls, 3 and 5, and my wife, of course. And I love to get in, do what I need to do, and get right back out to family time. And
Awesome.
this is not playing realtor. This is putting a sign in the yard and promoting it and pushing it and marketing it, and then negotiating the contract. And that's way beyond, I think, what most people look for in a realtor, but they think they're getting it anyways.
Yeah. God, family, then business, right? So thank
Yeah.
you so much, Waylon. You are a great example to these people out here of somebody who can move in the middle of a pandemic and implement the systems and the tools that we have to really push your business forward. So
Well,
that's really
my
awesome. I'm
encouragement
really
is read it and reread it because I'm getting ready to start again.
Yeah, that's right. Very good. Very good. Well, thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See ya.